Joe in real life. It's my lady love's 34th birthday today. And yeah, well, if you're watching this, happy birthday. I love you. I love you very much. I got up early and did my usual. I like to write these lengthy, pseudo poetic birthday wishes to the people I care about every year. It's kind of a vanity project, but also I just like doing it. I do my children, Chloe, Kaylin, my lady, on their birthdays. It's just kind of like a little birthday present, and it's just fun for me. I don't know. And I've been doing that this morning and walking around and just thinking about the last year of her life and our life together. And it was a tough year. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Like, we've struggled. It's probably been our hardest year. And that sounds kind of dour and, well, not optimistic. But actually, I feel the opposite about it, I feel like we're perhaps even still in a storm that we're weathering together, and that I have utmost confidence will emerge from it. I'm certain of that. I'm absolutely certain of it. And the old cliche is you emerge stronger and better than ever. Well, I'm not necessarily certain that that's true for us or anyone, but I know they will emerge differently. And I'm excited for that prospect, We've been together almost 10 years. Kind of like, it's hard to call it 10 years because what's that first year, Like, what were we doing, really? And you don't have the backstory, so maybe I'll just leave it alone. But certainly a long time. Long enough time to see the best and worst of each other. And, I think when you have the gory details of how a thing works, it can shy you away from it. But it destroys the magic, Like the wonder and excitement become the prey of that, of that discovery, of that understanding. And I gotta say, I don't feel that way. Maybe that like cliched way of thinking about it is really just an immaturity. And I hesitate to use that word because it's not exactly accurate either. But I keep finding magic. I keep finding detail. I things I didn't expect, nuance, ever more refined, revealing ever greater complexity, both in her and us as a thing together. I keep getting surprised. And it's a trip, I'm trying to talk to both you and her right now as I film this, and it's pretty difficult because my brain keeps toggling one way or the other. But love, right? I recommend it. Fully endorse it. If you don't have a love in your life, don't be mournful about that. You get to do arguably the best part, which is find one, and you can, well, I have no tips about that. I don't have any tips for you, except like, just go looking. And I think if you're picky or not, if you're not picky, I don't think that there's any reason to believe one has an advantage over the other. I think that because you change, You know, and the other person changes too. You get together, and over a very short period of time, both of your tastes change. So, like, go out there and take chances, you know? Give people an opportunity to surprise you. But most importantly, invest. If you don't invest, even in the beginning stage, if you don't invest, you will get nothing. And I mean nothing in return. You'll leave that situation worse the wear. And that's a mistake I see happen, I mean, daily. You know, I work with very young adults, and they're forever stumbling over this, you know? If you're not willing to invest, don't get in a relationship at all. Not even a one-night stand. Just don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. It's very costly. It's way more expensive than you think. If you're willing to invest, fucking get out there. Have fun. Seriously, do it. Like, take big swings. And let me know how it goes. You know? I'm a little more conservative on that front. But you know, I don't look down on my risk takers. I think it's an interesting tactic. You know, I for me, that was never the way I wanted to play. Wow, I really went off the rails. To my lady, I love you. Happy birthday. I'm sorry I work all day. I was walking. My ankle feels like shit. I'm going to throw a couple plates on the bar and get up and down with it. But that's all I got. It's better. And it was just a twist. It was a hard twist. I don't know how it happened. That's the only bit of evidence that makes me think it wasn't a twist. But, like, it's getting better by the day. You know, that first day I could barely put any weight on it, much less do a squat. But today I can walk. I've been walking for a while, walking and brooding, doing this with my well-kept beard and thinking big thoughts about love, as one does, you know? Let's look at a squat. You want to do that? All right, stay tuned. That's seriously all I dare. I don't know, maybe it didn't look too bad, but I have wild favoritism happening in the bottom position to stay off the right foot. Like I'm biasing enormously to the left. And I don't seem to have the motor control to override that. Like, my body's just doing it against my will. So that was only 95 pounds. But like, I think 75% of it was my left leg. I should have just rewatched before I started talking because I'd like to actually see it. And of course I couldn't see it. I did my best to stay even. But the power output was, my right foot was more of a kickstand than load bearing. I could probably do 135, but it's just not safe. I'm not ready. I was hoping to get some knees over toes in today, and I do think I have good chances for that tomorrow, but I'm not doing that right now. Anyway, Hey, I love you guys. And I love you, sweet baby KK. Happy birthday. Be good to each other today. And as always, I'm going to strive hard to do the same. I'll talk to you tomorrow.